Hi friends, I'm Kim from Cosmic Studios. Welcome if you're new here, and if you're not new here, welcome back. Today I want to make some birthday stickers for my planner, and I thought I would bring you along for the ride. I'm only going to make a few, so grab yourself something to sip on. I already have mine. Water. And let's go. Yeah. I need my glasses on for this. Okay, let's go ahead into Cricut Design Space. I have already clicked New Project and Blank Canvas, which is where I want to be. I'm going to make stickers. First I'm going to go to Images, excuse me, and I'm going to type balloon. I'm going to take this plain balloon shape right here. I'm going to change the color to purple. I'm going to put text in here. I don't like this particular text, so I'm going to change it. Here we go. I like to put a number, the date, above the person's name so that I know the date, and I also would like to change the color of this font to white. And at this point it looks like a cutout, and that's because by and large it is a cutout at this point. I'm going to go ahead and highlight both of them, and I'm going to say align, and I just want to center it horizontally. I like where it's sitting in the most bulbous part of the balloon. And since those are both selected, I'm going to click flatten. And then I'm going to go back into, I'm going to go to edit, and I'm going to click sticker. I'm going to click check it out. I want a die cut, and I want it to have a thin border. Click apply, and let's move on to our next one. Go back to images. There was another balloon I saw in here that I liked, so we're going to pick that balloon right there. We're going to change the color of this balloon to green. Grab the text. I'm going to type 27 and my friend's name, and then I'm going to take it, put it up in a bulbous part of the balloon, highlight them both, and again I'm going to center it horizontally, and I'm going to click attach, edit, sticker, die cut. You don't have to have a border, or you can have a thicker border. I just like the thin border, so I'm going to click apply and go back down to images, and I'm going to use a cupcake. I'm going to do a cupcake shape. Okay, we're going to pick this little pink cupcake right here, and on this one, scooch it over here, bring up the text box, and type in 9 and mom. And I'm going to put this right here, and again I'm going to highlight them both, and I want to just center it horizontally. I like where it's sitting in the cupcake, and now flatten. If you notice, it has now become a print thin cut, and I'll show you what I mean on the next one. But we want to go edit, sticker, die cut. We want a thin border, and I wanted to apply that thin border, and now we're going to go back to images. I'm going to pick this pink cupcake here, and I'm going to turn this one into, actually I'm going to leave the color. It's a little large. I'm going to size it down. And I'm also going to move it, and you will notice right now it says it's a basic cut. So I'm going to go here, type 9, put Janie's name in there, click out of it. I'm going to move it up here. I like it right there, and I'm just going to make sure I only highlight those two items. I don't want to capture anything else. I'm going to align, center horizontally, and since they're both still highlighted, and you notice these two over here in this panel are still highlighted, I'm going to click flatten, but before I do I would like you to notice that right now it is a basic cut. Once I click flatten, it is a print thin cut. Go over here to, I don't want text, I'm going to click this, go to edit, sticker, die cut, thin border, apply. And I'm going to go back in one last time, and I'm going to pick this one right here. And again, I'm going to shrink it down so it's workable. Scooch it right there. Bring up the text box, and I'm going to put 5 Stacy. Let's go right here. Oops. Okay, let's move that up right about there. But it's not centered, so I'm going to highlight these two by very carefully going like that. Both are now highlighted. You don't have to capture the whole thing as long as you capture a little bit of each part of what you're trying to capture. And I'm going to say align, center horizontally, and flatten. Edit, sticker, and I'll just show you what a bigger border looks like. This is no border. That's a thin border. That's a standard border. And that's a wide border. And you notice here you can pick a border color. I could go in and change this border color literally to anything I want it to be. Yeah, it didn't save it, so I'm going to go back in here. I'm going to say die cut, and I'm going to say I want it to be a thin border. But you can, like I said, you could go in here and you could click any color that you want. I think. Okay. Anyway, I don't know how to say okay on that particular one, but maybe that's why it's still beta. And if you know how to do it, you're more than welcome to comment and let me know how you did it. But I do know that you can click black, and black would be fine. Just for fun, let's go ahead and make that one black. Why not? Now, what I need to do is I want everything sized down to 1.5 inches, just 1.5. So I'm just going to go in and do it. And I want it on the height. I want the height 1.5. I don't want to mess with the size too much. If I put the unlock on here and I try and resize it that way, it's going to distort, and I don't want that. So I'm just going to do 1.5 on all of these. They're going to be really cute. And the last one here, 1.5, cute. Now we're going to go over here and we're going to say make it. We don't really need to save the project. I'm not going to save the project. And we're going to say continue, and I love that it's all on one page. We're going to say send to the printer. And it's just telling us here that we're looking for sensor marks. I'm going to take the bleed off, and I'm going to add a dialog box here. And I want to change the media quality. I want the paper type to be specialty paper matte, and I want the quality to be best, and we're going to hit print. Shouldn't take long to print. These are pretty small stickers. Okay, and these look great. You can see the border around Stacy's cupcake there. Let me get my Cricut mat. Put it on the mat. I like to use a little washi tape for anything I'm sticking down on my mat, because my mat does need a little cleaning. Needs a little more sticky. So we're going to just put a little washi tape on the corners and it'll be fine. Stick a piece over here. And now we are going to tell this that we are done. We've got the sensor marks. And what's nice about it is I'm going to be able to use the end of this paper for another set of stickers later, so that'll be cool. Click done, and I'm going to tell it that I want a printable waterproof sticker set, even though I'm only using one sticker here. And I'm going to tell it I want more pressure. We're going to pop it in here, load the mat. It's going to do its thing. And we are going to tell it to go. And now my screen is scanning and preparing and doing all the fun stuff. Okay, it's going to cut in 2 passes. These stickers might still be just a little bit larger than what I want for my the weekly section of my planner. I may end up resizing them at a later date or making different ones, but for the purpose of this video, this is what we have. This is what we're going to do. Alright, let's unload the mat and let's see what we've got here. And just like we wanted, we have got 5 die cut stickers there. Anyway, that is the process. That is how I do it. If you like this sort of content, please consider subscribing to my channel. If you like my video, please hit that thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you know that when I release a new video. And if you have any questions or comments, I would love for you to leave them in the comments below. I hope you have a good one and happy creating. Thanks for watching. Bye.